Don't worry, Brian.
I need a little bit. Look, I'm about to.
You know, if you want to summon me, you can do it thusly. You go into a bathroom.
Right.
And you turn on the lights.
Pants on or off?
And you say, permission to come aboard. Permission to come aboard.
Oh, I say this
permission to come
into the mirror.
In the mirror.
Yes.
And then just call me. And
then call yourself
1888 Pussy Lover. It took me a while to get that one. I had to ask Verizon. Verizon said, "There's too many letters, Captain. You're barely gonna get out of pussy."
You're like, add numbers.
And I said, "You shut up. I need an appropriate number."
Hells yeah! You know it's Sunday night. That means it has got to be time for the best of the worst of the internet. We're talking about Night Attack. Hello, beautiful people. I'm Brian Brushwood in my, I don't know, West Coast position. Joined as always by also on the West Coast, but slightly north of here, is Justin Robert Young III. What is up, JR?
My good gracious, boogity bee, Brian. We are having ourselves one hell of a time on a Sunday night as we've done for centuries. Why, the ancients would paint cave drawings of us having a good time on a Sunday night like your grandpappy talked about on the Night Attack podcast.
That's like we would always say, cuns, see you next Sunday. Cuns, you're a cun cousin. That's what we used to say. See you next Sunday.
No, it's our catchphrase. See you next time, Sunday.
So this is a different episode in that we're trying to pivot over for a couple of weeks or months while I'm on vacation. We got Brant. Say hello to the nice people, Brant, doing the switching from Austin, Texas.
Hi.
There you go. Good enough. That's great. So far, it's going great, Justin. And I'm in this townhouse in Los Angeles.
It's like a lab testing camera. It's like it's slightly off kilter. Normally on your set, it's so well done. You take very good care to frame an angle and like you look very, very good. And for Brant, it's just slightly askew. It's higher than it should be. It looks like people are just trying to keep track of him. Like you're just there to watch his every movement.
Also, what's funny also is that you and I are both on Skype now. So it's like you and I look like we're the new normal. And all of a sudden, like Brant's footage looks so good. It's like we bought some footage from Pond 5 of young 20-something mugging and just spliced it in.
We got a technically capable hipster stock footage from Pond 5. And boy, was it reasonable. But we wouldn't show for them because we don't take ads on this show. You want to know what we do take? Vacations, Brian. You're out in L.A. on a vacation. How's that going so far?
Vacating the fuck out of this place. I already had the awkward position of finding out that the guy who rented the place that I'm staying at, not legally entitled to rent out the place I'm staying. Like the little knock at the door, 2 Pekingese dogs being held at a delightful leashes held by a delightful 65-year-old woman who introduced herself as the president of the housing association and said, "Hey, what? Did you find this place on some vacation site? Because it ain't supposed to be on no vacation site."
Really?
Yeah, and that was a little bit awkward.
Oh, is this a thing? Are you gonna have to throw down?
Well, she says,
"What's her name? You want to fuck her up? Let's get fucking real. Here we go. That Pekingese fucking trotting bitch. Let's fucking light her up right now. Fucking, I'm ready to take this to its logical conclusion, which is physical violence. Fucking, we are marching down to Marina Del Rey. We're gonna give this." No? Okay.
No, this is me giving you the no side. Apparently, she was like, yeah, man. Basically, she was like apparently he's only supposed to sublet it for a year at a time. And so she comes in and she's like, "How long are you going to be here?" And I'm like, I don't know. I'm on vacation. I'm just here. I'm just in this place. She's like, "Are you going to be here a year?" And I'm like, maybe. Who knows? Who knows how long I'm going to be here? And then eventually she's like, yeah, because that guy's renting this place for vacationers. We had a bunch of dudes from France. They were there for 2 months, and it was not good. And I was like, oh, yeah, what happened? And we're like, they were partying. like that's the beginning and the end of their crimes.
Yeah, partying. Hey, fun, or however you say that in France.
So at any rate, that was a bit awkward. And then finally I crumbled. Like, he upgraded the internet, which I think the internet looks pretty good. Everything looks pretty good from what I'm seeing here at this point. But like the router's crap. So I'm finding myself, spending $150 on a new router and stuff. I don't know. It's weird. And then I wake up at
How long has it been since you have not lived in Texas for an extended period of time?
Dude, you know what it is? It's the beginning of NSFW show days. It's 2010. It's Halloween Horror Nights.
In Orlando, right? I guess that was the last time we did episodes like this, was when you were in Orlando for the second run of the Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah. So, did I get the belt for mentioning NSFW show? Is that what we do now?
No, we didn't. Come on. We didn't confuse it for NSFW show. We just mentioned NSFW show. That's no belt. I'm calling that no belt.
All right. That's fine. But, we were talking about flying Bonnie and the kids out. But number one, there's a big difference between 2 kids and 3 kids. And then it was Bonnie who was like, man, we're going to go through all this effort to come out just to be there with you. And you're going to come home from vacationing very hard, and you won't even be home. It's like you're not going to be present. And she was right. It's like now we're busy looking at schedules, trying to figure out like what weekend I could sneak back to Austin and all that stuff. But I'll tell you what, man, I think by and large things are good. I got a bike. I'm riding my bike around. Where I'm hosting company, dude. The guys that you crushed, the guy whose dreams you crushed in the Frog Pants All Stars, is my roommate, and he's already left. He was my new roommate this weekend.
Wait, you want to know what the funny thing about that is? He was my roommate.
What?
He's on a world tour, living in our houses.
Oh no, he told me about this. He was your roommate, and you weren't even there.
I wasn't even there. He was Ashley's roommate. That scoundrel. All right, so here's what happens. Just to set it up for everybody. We're doing the Frog Pants All-Stars at Nerdtacular. And I'm not speaking in hyperbole when I say this is my greatest athletic achievement in my 31 years of existence. I whipped ass at this trivia contest. I brought home the gold. It was such an absolute ass kicking in the finals that we were intentionally fucking up questions. My last 4 answers were Kathy Bates, no matter what the question was, just so we could end with the score of 42, because it was our Neon Deion Sanders fucking touchdown dance on how awesome we did. But the only person who was worth his salt on the other team, not fucking Willie Dills, the Hearthstone sleeper, not old Daily Tech News bot Merritt, not the delightful double clicks. No, it was this dude named Craig who had apparently motorcycled out from the East Coast to go to Nerdtacular and then decided in his defeat to come visit my apartment when I'm not there, and then puttered on down to Marina Del Rey so we can enjoy the Brian Brushwood experience.
All right, so I'll tell you what I heard about his experience visiting your place. So he stays the night there.
To me, I have no idea. I have heard very little aside from the fact that he was gracious that he could stay there. So this is new to me.
Yeah, no, he's a super nice guy, super cool guy. He shows up and he told me that out of everything, he said it was awesome seeing your new set, your studio space. He said that the thing that stuck with him was looking in the corner and seeing our Billboard Awards just sort of like, leaning on the side of the wall. Like to him, he was just like, whoa, what the hell? Like Justin's not even hanging there. What's going on? And
that's my thing. That's my thing. My thing is that's where I don't, for whatever reason, my personal identity, my self-loathing, whatever goes into me, would rather have people have that experience. Some people want to hang it and have lighting on it and make sure that it's perfectly displayed. I want people to notice that I don't notice it. That's my number one goal when it comes to my achievements.
Well, and this is what's funny to me is he told me that he's like, man, like Billboard sent that to him, and then he's like, I'm just sitting it on the side, and I'm like, and I had to tell him, I was like, yeah, no, Billboard didn't do that. I made those and I bought them and I sent them to him, and they're sitting leaning against a wall. Which, by the way, if you derive pleasure from the fact that they exist but are not being hung, then that alone is worth it. I have done my job.
Okay. I used to have in the closet. So for for whatever reason, because that was even better. If because no one's just naturally going into my closet, but if they happen to,
yeah, it's even better that way. You're setting up like a little gem. So
no, I'm actually gonna put those up. That and this thing right here, this gigantic neon amazingness, is gonna go up on that wall because we were gonna have that be Ashley's thing. But anyway, this is very, very boring for anybody listening.
It's fine. What they want is full on disclosure, and that's what we're giving them. So Craig was originally going to crash on Tom Merritt's couch, but then Tom Merritt figured out that it's his wife's birthday, and strangely, he didn't want a stranger sleeping on his couch, so he awkwardly asked me if I would.
Oh, hell yeah!
What's that?
Merritt delivering it daily.
Yeah. So
he gets up at 6 in the morning looking up those RSS feeds.
So he asks me if I'll put up Craig, and I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, come on out. And I guess I originally planned
his apartment, the YouTube creative house, for how he gets down. It's not normal.
Yeah. So
he's monetizing that.
Originally, my plan was to do my recharge weekend because it's like, it's been 5 days of hard vacationing for 12 to 14 hours a day. So it's like, I'm just going to do nothing and be chill or whatever. Instead, he comes out, meets up with us Friday night for Planet of the Apes. We watch Planet of the Apes. We come back and we end up smoking the rest of the Smoke Monster cigars until like 2:30 in the morning.
You and Craig.
Craig's got like stories like he spent years in submarines. He spent like 12 years in the military or something crazy.
Decided he's like just getting out of the military, right?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, yesterday he was on my couch while I was taking a nap, and it crossed over 4 p.m. yesterday, at which point he became officially discharged from the Navy. And I woke up and I came down, I'm like, hey, happy retirement, I guess. I don't know. And so at any rate, it was amazing because, Jason and I are staying here together, and it's one thing to work with someone full time and then also hang out with them. And it's great. And Jason and I, we're like brothers. We go way back. But there was something great about having like a new roommate. And I found myself like really giddily excited. Yesterday morning, we woke up and I was like, hey, man, you want to go have brunch? And so I took him out for brunch. And I'm like, hey, man, you want to walk and we could go on the beach? And he's like, I haven't been on the beach in years. I'm like, great, let's go. And we went swimming at the beach, and I made sand castles, and we hung out, and then we came back, and then we watched Orphan Black and all this stuff. It was full on, the kids are on the other side of the planet. My wife's on the other side of the planet. I know Jason so well that it's like a new it's like, me and you hanging out. But then like all of a sudden it was like being in college and having a brand new roommate. It was amazing, dude.
Dude, this is like, the easy thing to say is that it's gay. And it's not that it's not gay. But it is a bromantic occasion. There was just like, every once in a while, you just need some new bromance in your life.
Dude, the fixer asks, is Craig your vacation wife? Apparently not, because he's already left me. He's gone. I think Jason's my vacation wife. I think Craig was my vacation affair.
Vacation bro. Listen, sometimes you're just walking around. You're like, I just need just a couple day, bro. I don't need a month long, bro. I don't need to bro out for the year like I'm some Pekingese walking lady knocking on my door, getting all up in my beeswax. I just need a 3-day bro.
So here's the weird part was I started to think personally, it was rewarding for me. It was fun just to have a new fresh face and be hanging out or whatever. But what was weird was to see it from his perspective, because this is a guy who so loves Night Attack, who so loves DTNS, who so loves Cord Killers, that he came out to Nerdtacular just to experience meeting us. And can you imagine coming to Nerdtacular as a fan, and then somehow a week later, you're like best buds, bro, roommate with one of the guys that you came to go see?
I've been thinking about this a lot. This is the amazing thing about the internet, right? Like, this is what separates the internet from anything else, is that you, all of you, listening and watching right now, you currently are a fucking thin deli meat slice away from being our best friends. Everybody. Everybody who can hear my voice or see my dumb face, we are all just a fucking millimeter away from being besties.
Exactly. Well, and for the record, and we've talked about this before, especially last week, I woke up this morning thinking he had already left and walked downstairs in my t-shirt and underwear, as I am wont to do.
Which is your thing, we have established, is the Brian Brushwood move. It's compression short, tight-ass, bulge, grape smuggling fucking underwear, like, at all times.
And so I walked down, and I'm like, oh, it's time to get up. And then I turned and I look, and then there's a helmet, a motorcycle helmet. I was like, oh, fuck, he's not on the couch. I guess he's... And then I hear behind me, hi,
when you said helmet.
As I realized that I've walked out in my underwear for yet a new best friend.
All right, real quick, we are going to... I forgot to set up the show. We got a bunch of fun things that are going on tonight. We are going to do the Startup Spelling Bee. Our third contestant, our third possibly qualifying contestant for the Startup Spelling Bee will be none other than New York Times columnist Molly Wood. She will be up next. We then have the triumphant return of Owen J.J. Stone, a.k.a. Ohdoctah. He will be on right after that. And we will get into all of that. But first, Brian, I have one more thing to say.
Yeah, what's going on? What's so important you got to interrupt the show? It better be good. What is it?
We all, like, we talked about the thin line between doing this show and being best friends.
Yeah. Doing the show, not doing the show. Yeah.
Sometimes we have other relationships with people, and those relationships include our bosses.
We don't have no bosses. We're independent, sir. We do what we want when we want, with however many layers of clothing we want. That's our founding statement.
We all got to work for somebody, baby. You're working in your own way for the lady with the 2 Pekingese dogs. You might not realize it, but you gotta when she says how long you living there, you say a year, ma'am, and there's no way you can prove that.
Well, to whom would I have to kowtow like that, sir? Name.
And I'll tell you what, you're gonna have to kowtow. You're gonna have to back bend, do a sit up for 1,566 folks on our Patreon. That is patreon.com/Night Attack. 2,130.55 cents. Every goddamn episode from you folks. And I was talking to Willie Dills of The Instance and the Angry Chicken podcast about Hearthstone last night, because we both went to go see the Double Click show. And it is amazing, because he was like Angry Chicken because Hearthstone got big. They had done The Instance. His co-host had done StarCraft. He's like, yeah, we hit 50,000 downloads pretty quick, like per episode.
Sure.
And I'm like, man, that is a beefy like month for us. Like, if we do 50,000 episodes out of 4 episodes in a month, that's big. But you want to know what? Where it counts, in the passion and heart, dedication, in the stuff where we get just all the random stuff, the spearmint nitrates. And if you guys want to dig all up in your wallets and throw a few cents our way, we are by far the Spartan army of podcasting. It is absolutely insane what you guys do for us, and it is fucking amazing to look at it.
Weird part is everyone else on the planet is obsessed with, the numbers. The numbers only means one number, and that means the number of people watching, because some percentage of those will buy your horse shit that you try to shove in their faces. The fact that we are genuinely, and I mean this to my heart, and I am a person who natively obsesses about numbers and exposure and getting, the news out and building up an army or whatever. The fact that I genuinely don't know and don't give a flaming rat's red ass about how many people are watching. There's only, as Justin Robert Young put it, there's only one number that matters anymore, and that's you guys on Patreon. That is astonishing and truly magical, and it allows an unprecedented level of access and honesty between the two of us. Like, this is the kind of thing you can't normally do.
Yeah, and by the way, just to let you guys know where this money is going, right now in NightAttack.tv, if you were watching this live, we have invested in Meta CDN that gives us a lag-free streaming solution, something that you cannot find off the rack these days. Used to be roaming around. It used to be the rule. Now it is precious as a diamond covered in a Fabergé egg. Yes. Fabergé egg is the exterior to one diamond. That's how rare a fucking lag-free streaming experience is. We bring it to you because of the Patreon. We're also getting our own server, so the downloads are going to go faster. This is what this money pays for. And also me and Brian pocket it so we can, do our own shit.
We also keep a lot of it so we can be all like, when my daughter wants lunch money, she's like, Dad, I want to buy money at lunch. I'm like, well, you have food allergies, so you can't. But here's ones in your face. And
exactly.
Like,
listen,
that was unnecessary.
Pro dates don't come for free. Craig needs to have someone to walk on the beach with, get a soda pop before you build a sandcastle. That's where this money is going, ladies and germs. Go ahead to patreon.com/nightattack. Make our dreams come true and yours in the process.
I am embarrassed and horrified by how many people just responded either with horse camp or white people rich on the response. I just hope that I make it entertaining enough that you feel okay about supporting my daughter's horse camp.
Join the conversation, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know that hashtag horse camp is where you all want to send your kids by way of our Patreon money. Brian, we have laid down the gauntlet. This summer, we said that we would find the startup spelling bee champion of the world, and yet another contender enters our arena. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's welcome Molly Wood to the program.
Molly Wood! There she is.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Oh. Hey, Molly, is it true? Am I remembering right? Is this the first time that we've had you successfully on the program where you didn't
totally
have like a broken
I think like
camera?
one time I may have just up and ditched you, possibly. The second time we successfully connected for 10 to 12 seconds before an epic storm took out all the internet in my house. So I think what it took was a little like a name change.
Yeah.
In order for me to successfully be on the show. But now I'm like a little nervous.
Start that. Let's go ahead and start that meme that Molly was not allowed on because Twit had banned her, and now that we're independent, we can finally bring on her amazingness.
All right, so real quick, let me set up with Brant. Normally, when I'm doing the switching, what I'll do is there's a file over in that Winamp thing that you'll see called Heartbeat. Can you play that for a couple seconds there, Brant? And then that's what we'll play while she's deciding. Let's see if we can hear that. Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, all right, you can pause that now. Are you familiar with how the startup spelling bee works, Miss Molly Wood?
Nope. I considered doing some research, but it seemed antithetical.
No, it's a good call. Here's the thing. You are one of the nation's top tech journalists. And as such...
the tech journalist of record. That's who the old gray lady calls when her router isn't working, is Molly Wood.
Help us, universe. So anyway,
there's a little, what's the name of the site that we use, Justin? AngelList?
AngelList.com is where all the startups of the day go to get funding and find rich people to make their dreams come true. We go ahead and find the best names that we can find. I believe 8 is our sample size, right? I will read the name, and then Brian will be your personal coach, Molly. He will walk you through all the smart ways to get the most out of this angel listing.
So here's the thing, Molly. Obviously,
wait. Am I trying to spell the name?
You have to spell the startup based on its name, but don't worry. I'm gonna do all the things that the smart spelling bee people do. I'm gonna see if we can use it in a sentence. I'm gonna get some context on it. You should be able to make it happen right now. Patrick Norton is our leader with I believe 2 correct answers.
2 out of 8. 2 out of 8.
2 out of 8.
Okay, so what I did do is I did no research whatsoever, but I was pretty sure that's kind of anyway, I'm a really good speller in real life, so I poured myself a stiff drink to deeply impair my spelling skills because I thought that would be helpful. I see now that it was the right thing to do.
I totally agree. All right, Justin, will you tell us the first entry in the startup spelling bee.
Molly, your first startup is Datanize.
Datanize. Can you, real quick, can you use, first of all,
hold on, I was taking a drink.
Heartbeat. Datanize.
Datanize.
Can you use in a sentence?
Awesome. I just downloaded Datanize.
Could you please read the description of the business?
Datanize is a powerful lead generation and sales intelligence app for web technology companies.
Yeah. Okay.
And what is the market valuation?
Right now, I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. One more time, could you use it in a sentence?
Fuck! Datanize is down.
Okay. Molly Wood, the word is datanize.
I'm ever gonna datanize my datanize. It seems to me that there's really only one salient question here, and that question is whether it's an I or a Y. But I'm gonna go, this being the internet, with DATANYZE.
Justin?
Does that mean I got it?
Correct, Mollywood!
Yay!
Oh, wow, that was fast.
For the record,
great.
it's Fernet and Coke.
All right.
In honor of my Argentinian friends who did not win the World Cup
Justin,
today.
do we have a second question for man? We're off to a fast start with Miss.
You're going
Molly
down,
Wood.
Patrick Norton.
All right, here we go. Your next startup is Carbon.
Carbon. Can you use it in a sentence?
Awesome. I just downloaded Carbon.
What is their business plan?
You stuck at this, Justin.
Your personal valet, anytime, anywhere.
So, Carbin, Carbin. How many employees do they have?
Right now, they have 12 employees.
All right.
Oh, sorry, 4 employees. 4 employees. Sorry.
All right, real quick. One more time. Can you use it in a sentence?
Oh, fuck me! Carbon is down.
All right, Miss Molly Wood, can you spell it?
I'm starting to see how things go around here. Catching on. Okay, carbon. Well, there's carbon backup, which is spelled like the carbon that our life is based on, or whatever the life form thing. Carbon seems a little weird. You know what? I'm gonna go with Carbeen. Like you don't need your car anymore. Like your carbon.
Ben.
Carbon in the past. I'm not hearing the music though.
Answer is incorrect.
Ooh, that hurt.
What's the spelling here?
Yeah, what are we? Is it
Carbon. Caarbon. Carbon. 2 A's in carbon.
Yes, there is. Why wouldn't there be?
I want you to know that literally, like in a side window, I'm just going to be emailing VC friends and being like, no to that. That's like when you try to fit like 4 A's into your name so you can be first in the phone book. Like that.
By the way, this is my favorite part. For whatever reason, the chat room really respects this game. Like, you do not see people looking for it. Everybody searches for it. Or everybody, like, plays the game very, very heads up. And when they, like Carbon came out, and they were all fucking furious. Everybody was just
like... I know. Nobody saw that coming, and they are pissed.
Reach.
You know what? And I appreciate that.
All right, that's okay. That's okay. Look, you're 1 for 2, which already places you at the best of the best who have ever played this game. All right, Justin, we got another one. You ready?
All right, let's do it.
Your third startup is Quizzer.
Quizzer. What does Quizzer do?
Quizzer is a quiz tool for marketers and publishers.
How many people work at Quizzer?
The fine company of Quizzer has 3 employees.
Wait, where's my heartbeat music? I got to get in the zone. Use it in a sentence, Justin.
Awesome! I just downloaded Quizzer. Also, they have $495,000 in seed money.
All right. I think I got you everything I can there, Molly.
Wow. Okay, well, if they have that much in seed money, there's no way there's an E before that R. They have .com mojo.
You
know what? Actually, with that valuation, I'm going to go
in 2013.
No vowels at all. QWZR.
Wait, say it again one more time.
QWZR.
Molly, your answer is
damn it.
Incorrect. Very close, though. Very close. QZZR. No W. Just QZZR. Quizzer.
That is so douchey. I cannot believe it.
Did you call it douchey?
Maybe.
That's amazing. All right, quick, Justin, we're on number 4. What do we got?
1 for 3 so far.
Oof. Okay.
Molly, your 4th startup is Fresh Plum.
Fresh Plum?
Fresh Plum or Fresh Plug?
Real quick, use it in a sentence.
Awesome! I just downloaded Fresh Plum.
What do they do?
Fresh Plum brings the power of data science to online promotions.
Man, I'll tell you what, Molly. I feel like the fact that it's data science, like I think it's like a plumb bob with a B at the end. That's my unsolicited.
I'm thinking that too, actually, because they're plumbing for data. So I'm gonna,
Fresh Plum has raised 2 seed rounds, one for $585,000 and a second for $1,440,000.
Wow.
One more time. Use it in a sentence,
Google
Justin.
Ventures, Greylock Partners, and others.
You know what? I know what happened too. I know what happened. They watched the Splunk IPO, and they were like, "Oh crap, Thesaurus.com. What words are also like Splunk?" Right? And like, how can we get that kind of money in our IPO?
Splunk and plum. Yeah.
Nerd talk. So they were like, we can plumb. So I'm gonna go FRESHPLUMB, as in beta. And now it's sweating bees.
Molly, your startup is...
I award you no points.
Oh, God.
Are you kidding me?
How can this game be so hard?
You were so close. You overthought it. It is just FRESHPLUM. Fresh.
That's even worse. That's even worse because then it makes no sense at all.
That's on me. I said plum with a B. That's entirely my fault. Oh, geez. All right.
It should be though. It should be.
It's better. In fact,
you're never going to get as much money as Splunk. I'll tell you that.
Why don't we go ahead and register Fresh Plum with a B right this minute and friggin' sell it to them?
Because you know what it sounds like? It sounds like a
chat room's pissed
like
off
a thing that you fresh plum.
This has agitated the chat room to a level I have never seen in the years we've done this show. They are fucking hot.
They're with me. They're behind me. I appreciate that.
All right, so that's 1 for 4. What's our 5th entry here, Justin?
Your 5th startup is Chromatic.
Chromatic?
Chromatic?
Chromatic.
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 Short. Play more music.
Music. Real quick. Use it in a sentence.
Awesome! I just downloaded Chromatic.
And how many employees do they have?
Chromatic, which has on May 2nd, 2012, raised $2 million in seed funding. Currently has 2 employees.
Chromatic.
Wait, 2?
2 employees and $2 million.
Yes.
They must have really nice desks.
I might not know how to read this site, but let's assume 2.
Okay.
They're probably standing desks, I bet.
Is there a chance that you're
treadmills,
mispronouncing
too.
it?
You got 2 million. Might as well.
Could
Like
it
those
be-
electric ones. Okay, so chromatic.
Could
And
it
also
be-
to be used in another sentence, Brian. Fuck! Chromatics down.
Could it possibly be chromatic and not chromatic?
You could say it as chromatic. Sure.
Okay. Right, just throwing that out there.
That is like a whole different word.
Once you see it, I don't know if you'll think so.
And could be a Q at the end, Molly. Could,
You know, that means it's like Cyrillic. Like,
could be a probably not a C.
Yeah, whatever you want. Based
Well,
out of
like-
Los Angeles, bringing online and offline music education.
chromatic. K.
It's all you, Molly.
Not K, not the letter. Okay. Chromatic. Okay, I'm gonna go
You got this.
CHROMATIC.
Just chromatic, huh?
Just going chromatic. I don't
Molly,
feel good about it though.
your startup is
I award you no points. And they go.
Did that one last time.
I'm gonna say it's same thing, but it ends with a Q. Is that right?
Molly, you are like really, really good at this until you're not good at all. Like,
Oh, you mean how I got that one right and then none since? Yeah, no, I noticed.
CHROMATIK, not
Oh.
C-I-K. You were
Okay.
so close.
I even said K in the beginning. Okay, all right. Chromatic.
Don't worry about those. Look, they're all just trying to get you down. The fact is, you're halfway to being tied for number one of this game, Molly. We got this. Bring us your
All right.
fifth.
I like
fifth
how you think. I do overthink. You're totally right, cocaine beard.
I think
Hide all my cocaine.
And other sentences I never thought I would say.
Time out. I think that may be my favorite moment in the history of me and Justin podcasting together. Is the very real way you're like, yeah, man, I think you're right. I might overthink this cocaine
right.
beard.
Cocaine beard.
I think my favorite part about it is that we could legitimately put dash New York Times below it.
I know, right? Totally. On second thought, I question your judgment, cocaine beard.
I believe in the style it is Mr. Cocaine Beard.
It would be. Actually, it would probably just be Mr. Beard. Although I suspect there would be a lot of conversation.
Yo, I'm
just
sure.
about it.
How many
all
have we
right.
done? Have we done
Six.
four
We'll
total?
have two more.
Two
to
more.
tie.
Okay.
You would tie if you get one of these two
Locked in.
correct.
Okay.
Molly, your startup is Ben.
I'm sorry, say again.
Wait, you totally like froze and fuzzed out.
Bench.
Bench?
Bench.
What does bench do?
It's a new kind of bookkeeper.
Man. How many employees are at bench?
Employees, there are 2, including 4 co-founders.
And how much? Wait, hold on. It sounded like you said there's 2 employees, including 4 co-founders, which I'm a bit confused by.
4 co-founders, 2 employees.
Okay. And how much are they valued at?
They have done they have raised $2 million in seed funding.
Molly, it's not my place, but it's wait, real quick. Use it in a sentence.
Awesome, I downloaded Bench.
I mean, this might not be a trick. I don't know.
I know. Unless it's a.
Financial statement factory. We lean manufacture. We are lean manufacturing meets bookkeeping.
It's all you.
Like,
Molly.
what does that even mean?
Wait, real quick. Can you use it in
Bench.
a sentence? Again?
Yeah, can you use the other sentence? I like the other one.
Oh fuck! 4 dogs. Bench is down.
Good.
Okay, awesome. 4 Pekingese, I believe.
Only if you're there for a year.
Oh.
Bench. Okay. Brian is pronouncing it correctly.
Bench. Yes.
Don't overthink it.
How about? Oh, see, I'm overthinking it. But if I don't, then I could still be wrong, and so then I'm overthinking the overthink.
Look, as your advisor, it's your call. But as your advisor, I say don't overthink it. I think it's as simple as it sounds.
All right. There's two possibilities here, but I'm going to go with the simple one. But that's always a mistake. It's never the simple one. BNCH.
Molly, your startup is... It's a yes from me!
Underthought! I underthought! Just this one time!
You have officially tied!
All right.
You know what I wanted to do was ben.ch. Like, that's what was like...
Listen, there's always that.
Yes.
There's always that.
Ah.
You are now tied for Patrick Norton.
Here.
All of the rest of the spelling bee contestants, if it were to end today, you would go into our final round against Patrick Norton. You have secured yourself, as of now, a passage into our finals. However,
Molly,
that's not enough.
Really, where would you like to direct all of your brand new spelling appreciative fans to go check out?
Oh, well, I want them to go to your Patreon, of course.
No, please don't do that. Like, what of your stuff can they go check out?
Since this is, in fact, the home of the spelling bee. Oh, you mean for my stuff?
Yeah, of course.
I'm almost never drunk when I write these columns or shoot the videos. But you may enjoy them anyway at nytimes.com/machine learning.
nytimes.com/machine learning.
Yep, that's my.
Go back and wait, Brian. She has one more to go.
I know. Let's do this.
There's more. She might win. Oh my god! I thought that was it. This is great.
Don't distract me, bro. There's one left.
Sorry. Back in the game. Ready.
Molly, you will go ahead of Patrick Norton and secure yourself a little breathing room should you get this correct. Your final startup is...
Wait,
what?
Say it again.
Your final startup is a bully.
A bully?
A bully.
A bully. A bully.
Bully.
It's hilarious. Like, have you guys noticed this? Like, his internet, there's ducking. There's audio ducking literally at the moment that you say whatever the name is.
That's a look. This is the nature of the beast. It sounds like
My
a bully,
A
like
bully.
the part
A
of
bully.
brilliant. Am I correct in understanding it?
A bully is a magical stuffed animal that talks and listens. A bully can be customized to know your child's name, teach lessons, and much more.
I hate you, bro.
Sounds creepy as hell.
A bully.
A bully. Real quick, just use it in a sentence for us if you can.
Awesome! I just downloaded a bully.
No.
Child.
You have to use it in a different sentence because you cannot download it. I listened carefully.
It's true. That's true.
It's got an app.
We need another sentence.
A bully. The chat room's all, don't feed a bully after midnight, which makes me love them. It's not that often you get a good old-fashioned Gremlins reference, right?
How much have they raised, by the way?
They have raised in 2 rounds 1 million and $1.5 million.
A bully.
One more time in the sentence.
Fuck! The bully broke.
All right. Molly?
A bully. A bully. Okay. A-B-O-O-L-Y. A bully.
I think it's I-E. I don't know. Justin?
I know. That's the essential question, isn't it?
Molly, your startup is...
How is it spelled?
And you are 1 letter away. It is U-B-O-O-L-Y, not A-B-O-O-L-Y. So
That's
close.
bully.
That's a dumb name. That's a dumb name.
I did think that it might be you. Damn it.
It's a dumb name and it's a dumb product, and they're going to fail.
You have 2 out of 8 correct. That is good enough to, as it currently stands, secure your placement in our final round. Thank you very, very much.
First, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody, big round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Molly Wood, thank you so very much for joining us. Wow. Any other parting words before we dump you unceremoniously into the mix?
I got some drinking to do. Although I do feel like we've broken the curse already, and at least I guaranteed myself like another appearance, right?
Of course. No, we'll have
that was
you
my
on
master plan all along.
Just the spelling bee.
Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Molly Wood, thank you so much for joining us, Molly. All right, Justin. I feel like now's a good time for you and me to have like a candid conversation about some stuff that's sort of been weighing on us for a while.
I mean, I'm glad you brought it up because I feel like it's been something we've talked about behind the scenes, but it's not something that we've brought up in public, and it's about time we talked about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, as you know, here on the show, we don't have sponsors. We have friends. And there's a friend of ours that...
Does anyone who has a sponsor, even if you're writing for the New York Times, you're a fucking sellout.
Yeah, no, you're a total sellout if you have sponsors. If you fucking accept a dime to say good things about a fucking company, corporate America bullshit...
Oh, yeah, you're fucking corporate overlords.
You think you're so great.
Dance
you're everything wrong with the world.
Dance for my shekels.
Does that make it racist if I say dime to be paid to speak an opinion about anything ever, you're worse than Hitler and Satan having sex with a donut. Everybody knows this. Now let's talk about our good friends. Who are they again?
Squarespace, Brian. If you were to make a website about how you're a bold, independent thinker who doesn't take money from fucking corporate America, you'd go to Squarespace. Want to know why? Because the fucking NSA, in conjunction with the CIA, in conjunction with the ghost of fucking Abel Hicklebottom, will never be able to get to your website because that shit never goes down.
Tell you what, man, when I came up with hicklebottom.org, I went and registered it at Squarespace, and now it's hicklebottom.org, all spelled out, .squarespace.com. You know what I loved about it? Is it was super easy to set up. You know, they don't want the truth to get out. They don't want it to be difficult for you to make clear your intentions to the world. They want you to be able to tell the truth. And if you're able to Hicklebottom, that's the name, right?
Listen, we all remember the hateful things that were said by Abel Hicklebottom. It's so much so that my face was frozen. I couldn't even, I was just stuck in a contemplative pose because I couldn't even remember. Brian, you remember all those horrifying things that Abel Hicklebottom used to say, right?
First stuff was he'd say like, you know what I heard the other day? Justin Robert Young said, and then he filled in a bunch of stuff that I'm not going to say because I don't want it to reflect poorly on poor Abel Hicklebottom.
Well, no, he's a scumbag and a racist and a pederast. And it's really, I mean, we all remember. Like,
swear to God. I swear to God. There's somebody out there. There's somebody out there named Hicklebottom, and we're going to deeply regret this bit. Hey, man, look, here's the important thing.
Listen, if Abel Hicklebottom is listening to this right now, fuck, all right? Fucking for real. You're disgusting. And your legacy is one of hatred and bigotry.
Dude, I wonder if Abel Hicklebottom has a Twitter that he's going to respond to us from. Or maybe he has a Tumblr page.
I don't know what. I hope he says, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the famous quote that is just on the tip of everybody's tongue. What is it, Brian? You always remembered it better than me.
Well, you know what? Months in 2099 points out that even spam is disgusted by what Abel Hicklebottom does. And the quote, of course, is the Jews.
Oh, you know, we had a bit of a Skype duck out there. You know, that's really But I think we all get the idea. Join the conversation. Hashtag fuck Abel Hicklebottom is really what we want to get trending right now.
Yes,
let him know that you're sick of his shit and you're going to start a website to combat his hate language by going to Squarespace right now. We want everybody to let their freak flag fly. Be who you want to be. Set up a website where it makes it really easy to have it look pretty on the web, maybe on a phone. How about a tablet? Listen, man, I ain't your fucking dad. I'm not going to tell you fucking how to make your website look great, but I will tell you the way you can do it. Go to Squarespace. Because as we all know, Abel Hicklebottom's dying breath was, all you kids will have ugly-looking websites that'll go down because of the Jews.
Hey, man, don't forget to head on over to what's the website? It's squarespace.com.
Squarespace.com. Use offer code NAP. The letters NAP. They stand for Night Attack Podcast. But they also say, take a dirt nap, you dirty old racist Abel Hicklebottom. We hope that you fucking die today.
Dude, if you hate Abel Hicklebottom the way we hate Abel Hicklebottom, then show your hatred for Abel Hicklebottom by heading on over to squarespace.com. Use promo code NightAttack, and it will kill him. It will physically ensure his death.
All right, here's a real thing. This is not a fucking joke, right? If 5 people sign up for Squarespace and then hashtag join the conversation by tweeting out the picture of them subscribing to Squarespace, Abel Hicklebottom will die. He will die. Yes. He has said, I'll bet you 5 people won't sign up for Squarespace this week. Yup. Jews.
Yeah, dude, here's the thing. We care about the environment, and we care about killing a man named Abel Hicklebottom. If you want to help assassinate this individual, please sign up at Squarespace and use our promo code.
Squarespace will bring death on this man. They will personally see to it that he is murdered and his hate speech is eradicated from this earth and all others once and for all.
Man, that was a lot of fun having a sponsor for a while, wasn't it?
You think insinuating our sponsor will murder an elderly racist is something that they will not like to be associated with their website brand?
There's only one way to find out, isn't there?
I'll tell you who we should bring on to sort all through this is an old friend of this show. Maybe the oldest friend of this show, the show before it, and the show before that. That is the one, the only, the amazing, the illustrious, the chromatically advanced Ohdoctah, Owen J.J. Stone. How you doing, buddy?
Assalamu alaikum.
What's up, man? We haven't talked to you forever.
Salaikum salam. I just got out of prison today. They told me I was allowed back on the show. My new name is Muhammad O. And while you guys imprisoned me from being a guest, I learned the Muslims, and I am now an Iraqi soldier, freedom fighter, and hatred of all white mankind. But thanks for letting me out and bring me back to the show.
This is going great.
On a bunch of Muslim podcasts. What are some of the top
Muslim podcast pies? Let's get that grammatically straight. Pies. The glasses. You see the glasses?
Yeah.
Very okay. Official. It's official.
Dude, how have you been?
I missed you guys so much. You changed shows 2 times. Justin called me and that's of course out of me on the show.
All right, no. All right, real quick. Like there was, you used to be, and first of all, I'm not. Hold on. In my heart, I always had you categorized as one of the most prolific tweeters and Instagrammers, and I feel like you sort of dropped off lately. What have you been up to?
See, I've been doing this thing called making money, and it's funny how people be on the internet tweeting and acting like they making money, but they ain't making no money. And sometimes you can actually make money not being on the internet. So I've been stacking my chips like a chipmunk and making some money because I had some health issues last year, and that scared me to death. So I said, you know what? I'm going to stop messing around, fucking around this internet, and go stack up a whole bunch of money. Now I got Scrooge McDuck money, and I'm swimming in it. So now I'm starting to tweet again. I took up photography on the side. I got all kinds of fun stuff I'm doing. So maybe I'll come back and join the internet again. Now that I got my Scrooge McDuck money and I feel comfortable
Two
in
things.
case
First
I
of all, the
die
chat
or something.
Already doing the new hashtag Black People Rich is the new hashtag hotness. And second of all, when I was asking if like Jason, my roommate here, I was like, oh, hey, we're having Ohdoctah on. Do you know him? He's like, who? And I was like the big black guy. He's like, and he goes, white people rich? And I was like, yeah, that guy. So apparently you have a lasting legacy.
Well, you know what the nice thing is? When I go like to actual work, like I was in New York City and I was walking by to go to this meeting, and this guy like jumped back in the seat, and I'm like, "You're all right?" He's like, "You're Ohdoctah," and I'm like, "You know me?" He's like, "Dude, I know you." It kind of freaked me out. I'm like, I haven't been on the internet in like a year, bro. I'm not special. Calm down. Calm down.
Stop it, man. You make a very, very big impression. There has not been an episode of this show that somebody has not in the chat room mentioned your name, and we have been trying to shut them up for years. Like, just forget it. He died, and they would not stop talking about it, which is why we've had to bring you back.
They do the original quota. You guys are up here doing all this racial slander, and you don't have your racial liaison to back you the fuck up. And now I can cuss and shit. Ooh! And that's why you had to blur yourself out when you talked about the Jews, because I wasn't on yet. Now we can talk about whatever we want. Hitler's still alive. There's racist Nazis running around my backyard. It's gangsta up in here in the streets. I tell you what, the Sea Jew is back, and this black Baptist hound can't be stopped. Let's go!
There we go! Finally! And you want to know what? With that, oh, here we go. We have here the file footage.
Let's get some audio of this here.
I swear it's no lie. Brian jumped through the sun and Justin just won. And guess what, baby? They're not doing it for fun. They're breaking records and breaking girls' hearts. We're doing it at Stubbs from the start.
That's amazing. That is as a million Andrew Main clips saw pop up there.
Well, because you remember Andrew Main made that like live on his iPhone.
He made it like that night, right? Like on his iPhone.
He was sitting over there like, why is he not paying attention to the show? He does not care about us at all. He was like the nerd at the party. He's just in the corner like, what the fuck's going on? He's like, I made a video.
And boom, it was amazing. Owen, you are a larger-than-life figure. You are really the John Henry or Paul Bunyan of our iconography here on the Night Attack show. So we figured we would open up the lines so you could give your perspective on whatever anybody wants to talk about. We have starved them of Ohdoctah for so long that we're just opening up the floodgates. Anybody who wants to just ask what you're doing, what's going on in the world, personal advice, we're just throwing the gates wide open.
You're just trying to make me come back to the internet. You're trying to trick me into thinking that the people need me. That's what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
They don't need you. They want you. They want you, baby. They want you back.
I will say that Brian does still check on me monthly for consultation purposes. I know he does. He tries to act like he knows everything, but Brian does send me a little text message. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Next thing I know, he's grilling me for advice for half an hour on the telephone. He tries to act like he cares, but really, he just wants the knowledge.
That
Justin,
is totally
not so
legit.
much.
That's
Justin
what happens.
and doesn't mind fucking up wildly in the world, so Justin never calls. Justin doesn't ask for anything. Justin knows all. But Brian, he'll still check in every once in a while.
Registered Night Attack Show on Skype. So go ahead and call in audio only on Night Attack Show on Skype, and I'll go ahead and throw you live, routed through Los Angeles to Austin, distributed to the world. So go ahead and call in right now. In the meantime, I have a question. Is it bad to get a full body massage from a dude? Is there anything wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
There's nothing wrong with it as long as you don't enjoy it too much. You're supposed to relax and enjoy it, but if you start getting a tingle in your sensation, then you might have to check yourself. I've gotten a full massage from a man, and one guy was so big I was scared of him, so there wasn't any kind of sensation about that. I was scared that if I accidentally did get excited, he'd beat me up. His name was actually Igor. He was like a Russian dude. He was huge. But you can get a massage from him.
This is the weird part. This is the first time I got a massage since Indonesia, which anyone who listened to Night Attack 2 knows about. And I
massage? Oh, we love you long time.
Massage. All right, hold on. We got a caller. We'll get back to this. Caller, you're on the air. What's going on,
okay
Tyler?
To have a special massage from a dude? Just asking for a friend.
Yeah, no, there's no special massage. Man, they're fast.
Let me ask you, because Ohdoctah brought up a very good point. do you need to be able to be beat? Like, do you need to think that you could get beat up by your masseur to have it be cool? Like, if you could beat up your male massage therapist, does it in any way affect your masculinity?
So here's the thing. To be honest, it was my masseuse looked pretty much exactly like Kurt Anderson. Like if you've seen Kurt Anderson on the show, imagine like this guy that you know and like and are friends with, is all of a sudden you're a masseuse.
And let's just assume that everybody isn't going to join the conversation right now by tweeting out photoshops of Kurt Anderson massaging you.
But the thing is like he was too soft. I wished he hurt me.
And then you can't say that because then you're like, could you get a little harder? Could you get a little more in there? Like, you got to watch your phrasing when you actually ask for something like that.
To be honest, like the entire time long, I was thinking like, man, I wish he was, fucking just harder on that shit. And
right,
but
hold on, wait. Let's put you in the room, right? You are getting a weak ass massage by some fucking beach LA like noodle hands. And he can't really give you the kind of massaging you need. And then, like in an 80s training video, we pause the situation and we bring on Ohdoctah. Ohdoctah, you are there to show what Brian should say to that man. What do you have Brian say to old noodle hands?
I'm sorry, but I have like this really deep tissue problem, and so if you could just get that worked out for me in my shoulders or my back, I really appreciate that. You just have to avoid the words like hard, harder. just avoid those. Anything you could use, a synonym, a hyperbole, anything. Tell them a story. You know what? How about this? How about you massage my back like the Nazis massage the Jews? Just ruthlessly. Just words like that. I'm just testing the boundaries of getting you guys cut off the air. I know we got Patreon money, but I'm trying to flex on it and then push it.
Look, real quick, we got to just
you thought Squarespace ad was bad.
Shit, we got a caller from Australia on the line. What's going on, Ev?
What's going on, man? I'm just listening while I'm at work, and I've got one little question for Ohdoctah.
Shoot.
Feel about kangaroos.
What do you feel about kangaroos, buddy?
Man, I love kangaroos. I wish I had a kangaroo that was big enough to put me in his pocket because I just want to know what it's like. Is it like fuzzy on the inside or is it smooth? I know it's warm, but that's one thing I always wonder, like what's inside the pocket?
It's gooey. It's like filled with mucusy, like snot, basically.
It's like,
okay, that's not. I don't want that then. That's not either. My two options were fuzzy and or smooth.
There it is.
It was not like what is that little? Is that little thing down there would be producing the goo? Because I don't think I want that goo then.
That's right. Hey, caller, you're on the air. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Ohdoctah, man,
what up,
we have missed you, son. Hey, I tell you what, I got a African American coworker, and I want to know what not to say to him because I don't want to come off as racist because I'm totally not. But what should I not say?
I'm going to give you a short story on the basic rule of that, okay? So I was hanging out with my cousin, another African-American guy. White guy comes in, and he actually happened to adopt an African-American kid. And so he says, oh, well, what kind of thing should I do with this African-American kid? And my cousin got mad and walked out the room. And he's like, well, what did I say? I was like, oh, well, my cousin doesn't like the term African-American. He prefers being called black. And he's like, but I thought I wasn't supposed to call him black. I said, and this is why you shouldn't have adopted a black African-American kid, white guy, because you're fucked either way. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you say.
All right, hold on.
You can try to just be as nice as possible, but just if you're thinking it's racist, it's probably racist.
But here, Mega Vortex, stay on the line. We're gonna do a real quick thing.
I'll call him back.
Yeah, no, call him back. I want Mega Vortex to just let's throw out some borderline lines, and Ohdoctah will say yay or nay, and either that's appropriate or that's not appropriate. We're going to do some racial sensitivity training here.
We'll do that in just a second. In the meantime, we have Paul on the line. What's going on, Paul?
Night Attack. Ohdoctah, you the man. I have a job-related career question for you that perhaps you can answer for me. Here we go.
All right.
So my boss has a new boss, and they don't get along too well. He likes me better, and one point he comes up to me aside and says to me, you know, hey, what's going on there? Are things going okay? I'm like, yeah, things are okay. He's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this guy who's my boss, you know? Does he have what it takes? He asked me. So I kind of played the middle ground, and I said, well, here's what we're working on, and we're working on it together. What should I do? Should I, like, go straight up to my boss's boss and be like, this guy who I work for is crap, I want to get rid of him, I want his job, or how do I play that?
Oh, sorry, there was some kind of problem with our audio. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, that's weird. It's weird when things get really boring. The Brody song plays and then their connection drops. That's really crazy.
It is.
Well,
that's very weird.
I can answer it really quick for him.
Right.
If you could find something directly wrong with your boss has done, like something where he just screws up majorly, then you rat him out, get him fired, and take his position. If you don't have something solid to attack him with, be quiet, play your role, and wait for him to crumble, and just be buddy-buddy with the boss. So if he happens to just fire him on his own, you can move up. But you can't go to him with some bullshit unless you got something real. If you got something real, like he's just stealing money or sleeping with the secretary or something useful, then get him out of there and move up.
Man, and that's
Doctor, you're on some House of Cards shit right there.
He'll get unemployment. He'll be all right. His boss is going to get unemployment. My man needs to move up. He said he loved me. I'm worried about his position in life. Get that money.
I had a job once where the bosses wanted to fire one of my coworkers and give me his job, and I was like, no. Caller, you're on the air.
Nice guy.
So yeah, I guess I need racial sensitivity training.
All right.
So what's my job here?
This is like racist camp. Like, we want to make sure you're not a racist. So we're just gonna give us some things that you might say. You're worried about what you might say to your black coworker. This is a safe space. Nothing's out of bounds here. Ohdoctah will just let you know whether or not that's racist to say.
All right. So I walk up to him. When I get there at work, I'm be like, "What's up, ninja? Is that cool?"
If you put a thumbs up and just wink at him, then yes. If you just walk in with your hands down and say, "What's up, ninja?" it's probably not cool because he's going to take offense to it. This means that you're joking. This means that, haha, you know what I'm saying? But hands down, that means you're trying to get slick on the brother.
And specifically, that's white guy joking, right?
Yes.
That's like,
yes.
I'm the white guy. I am two thumbs
ninja.
and I smile.
Like, what up, ninja? But if you just say, hey, what up, ninja? He'd be like, did you stutter? What did you say? What did you have? The thumbs up lets them know that you actually said ninja and you meant it as a joke.
Now, let me ask you this. Let's say you go 7 days with what up, ninja, 2 thumbs. Do you eventually get to do the non-thumb what up, ninja?
I'd slow play it. I do the what up ninja, then I do what up, and then I do what up ninja again, and then see how he feels about it.
But it's like a Subway club card. Like you get 7 what up ninjas with the thumbs up, and then you get a non-thumbed up ninja.
Yeah. Then you're good. Because then they don't expect it as a term of endearment. Like I can speak this long with you because you obviously seem like a non-racist person. You can't go up to the guy and say, "Hey man, where can I get the best fried chicken?" Okay, so basically, instead of doing that, you say, "Hey, it was a good place to eat." You just don't specify fried chicken, watermelon, grape soda, orange soda. You know, you just asking Joe like, "What's a good place to eat?"
Right. Okay. Real quick, Ryan's got another entry for you. What was that last one, Ryan?
I just said, "Oh, hey man, do you sell weed?"
Now, don't ever ask a black man that's not on a corner directly if he sells weed, okay? Because then you might be undercover or narc trying to get him off his job, but you do go at him and say, "Hey, man, do you know where I can find some weed?" Because every black person knows where to find weed. Not every black person sells weed. I can get weed on the show right now. I can make a phone call, probably be here in 25, 50 minutes, but I personally do not sell marijuana. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
So, Ryan, I feel like we could get one more. Do you have one more?
More, Ryan. What do you got for us?
One more. Would it ever, in any circumstance, be acceptable for me to use the N-word?
Yes. As long as you're with a whole bunch of white people, you're fine. If you're in the shower, you're fine. If you're in your car and your windows are rolled up, you're fine. Don't do it around girls because girls think that you're racist. Don't try to play that role. White guys think that's funny behind closed doors, so they're cool. But shower, your car, never outside on the street. You never know where someone's lurking. My favorite thing that happens with that is like I have this one friend who tries to use the N-word around me. It doesn't bother me personally, so I let him say it, and you know he thinks it's funny. And then one time he's like, "Oh, you never say anything. It must be cool." And I was like, "No, I'm just a nice black person. I want you to feel comfortable enough saying it that you say it around the wrong black person and you get stomped out, and that brings joy to my heart." So yeah, shower, car, guys, white guys, no
that ain't no good.
All right, well, thank you very much, Mega Vortex. Always enlightening. I feel like we've all learned something. Doctor, let me ask you something. This is something that I've always wondered from the black man's perspective. Let's say a bunch of white guys hanging out. One of the white friends tells a racist joke. What is the preferred reaction from the non-racist white person in that joke? Do you immediately have to like register a complaint and like plant your flag in the sand and be like, that is against where we should be going in a tolerant society? Like, what can you just play it off, like laugh along with it and just try to move along? Where is, from the black man's perspective, what do you want your white allies to be doing in that moment?
It's not fair for white people, man. I really say this because black people, we make fun of white people all the time. We go on comedy specials and do it. We sit on TV shows and do it behind closed doors. We just walk down the street and just beat up white people whenever we want to. It's not really fair that you as a white person can't enjoy a racist joke every now and then. Now, my problem is if you keep laughing at it. Now, if you like, that's funny, okay. If you laughing for the rest of the day, then we got a problem because that means you're inherently evil in your heart. So, I mean, feel free to go ahead and laugh and enjoy your racism privately. I mean, I have nothing against that. I mean, I had a Jewish friend. So I love telling stories. I had a Jewish friend. I'm sitting out to dinner, business dinner, with another Jewish friend. And the one Jewish friend's comfortable with my blackness. And he kept making jokes about slaves and slavery and all this kind of stuff. And the other guy was getting uncomfortable. And I looked at him and I said, well, it's okay that he talks about slaves. I mean, he's Jewish. They're the best slaves ever. We had them building the pyramids and all kinds of useful stuff you can see from space. They had black people pulling cotton. I mean, Jews were good slaves. They didn't, we love them. And he says, well, what do you mean us? I was like, well, Egypt's in Africa, so I consider them black, and you guys were slaves to black people, so enjoy that, Jewish guy. And besides that, could you pass me the orange juice? And as he holds it up, I don't take it from him. And I said, yeah, I love my Jews concentrated. And we moved on.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Man.
I
want to remind everybody that Abel Hicklebottom will be murdered.
This is that orange strawberry concentrate. This juice is killing me. Oh, I got the. Oh yeah. Okay. Are you sure? Are we really back? Or are we in hell? We just floating around right now. Is this live? Is this thing on?
A coworker who wants to ask me questions. Should I correct him?
Oh, the question is, should he correct the English grammar of somebody who wants to ask him something?
No, because they're stupid and they're not going to learn anyway, and you might get punched in the face.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, they're going to think you're pretentious, and people like that just are never going to learn.
All right, I got a question for you. I have a coworker at one of my side gigs that wants to know whether or not we're live on the air, and he won't speak candidly to me until I shout a racist word that should never go out in the air. It's the only way it'll prove to him that we're not actually live.
And do you shout said word?
Well, I mean, I want to talk to him, don't I? And
not really, because that's kind of a setup, Brian. I mean, Justin Bieber got taped behind closed doors singing his little song with the Diddy word inside of it. Thought it would be okay. But
so
it's
you
not
think,
safe, Brian. I mean, technically speaking, he could be recording you and have a whole Brian N-word song waiting played out for you to hit big time, brother. So I'd check that if I were you. Not safe.
And maybe it's getting ready to be played right now.
That was a horrifying moment just then.
That was a real butt tightener, wasn't it?
It sure was. Hang on, I'm going to bring my black son on the line. Sign, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, Dad? Just wanted to call in because I need to add a couple more things to the conversation here. I wanted to join in the conversation.
Join the conversation, yes.
Yeah. Well, one thing, because Ohdoctah, unfortunately, I don't think he has the ability to chime in on this. Don't ask ever to touch our hair. Period. Don't do that.
Wait, is that a thing? Like don't touch black people's hair?
Don't touch black women's hair. Don't touch black women's hair. They usually have weaves or a perm that they just did, and if you touch it, you could mess it up. when you have sex with a black woman, they got to wrap it up in a towel and make sure they get hit from behind so they can't lay on their back. It's a whole scenario.
I mean, is that chicks by and large that ask to touch the hair?
No, white girls let you. White girls pull the hair out, choke them. They don't care. Throw a white girl against the wall, they're happy. Black women are like, look, I just got out the hairdresser. It's Friday. I just got paid. I can't afford to get this shit done for another 2 weeks. Don't touch it, okay? White women, they don't care what you do. Black women taking showers with their head on the top of the shower because they can't get it messed up.
Do white guys ask to touch black people's hair, or is it only white women?
It's white people in general. Some people are intrigued by the hair. You know what I mean? They see the braids or straight or wavy, and they're like, "Oh, you got Indian in your family? Like, what's going on with that? That hair is crazy."
Man, Curtis LaRock has gone to all caps as he keeps shouting, like, "Yes, this is true. They do." Blah blah blah. What else you got for us, Sign?
Let's see. What else? We already touched on the weed. I know where to find it, but I don't sell it.
Right. What about cocaine beards? How do you guys feel about it?
Motherfuckers want to touch my hair every day. he has found his issue. Curtis LaRock, call in and give us your anger about people wanting to touch your hair. Call in immediately.
No, I'm hanging up.
Is it right to have a black man touch my cocaine beard?
All right, we got one more. Ryan Alcott, Mega Vortex, you're back on the line. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, hey, Ohdoctah, you're great. Hey, I just want to know, this question's been burning me for quite a while. Why do African Americans prefer menthol cigarettes?
Ooh, this is a good one. I'm wondering that myself.
So basically, it's kind of like, sorry, gets me kind of choked up. See, as black people, I mean, we were slaves, right? We don't have many traditions left. But, you know, menthol cigarettes have always been there for my people. And we don't cheat, okay? We're loyal to menthol cigarettes. I mean, we ride and die with Newports, you know what I'm saying? I mean, at some point, you got to stick with something, you know what I mean? And menthol cigarettes is where it's at. Fuck all the other shit. Nobody need no lights. I'm just saying.
Alex, you got a question for Ohdoctah?
I totally do have a question for Ohdoctah.
I'm sorry.
So if racism were reversed, you know, would there be a stigma against a bunch of middle-aged white guys standing around in the corner in suits?
Not really, because they'd be in suits. We don't like middle-aged white guys anyway, because they're usually just rich and stealing people's money. I mean, racism is real in all aspects. I mean, Brian doesn't like white people just as much as I don't like white people. I mean, he likes his white people, you know what I mean? But he don't like white people. I mean, let's just get that straight. And Justin, obviously, he doesn't like any white people.
A very popular demo to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate people.
Yeah. No, can't we just hate people, period? Why do we gotta hate white people or other people?
We have to draw these lines.
Well, Brian, white people are the root of all evil. I mean, I'm just saying. Asians are pretty cool. They make our TVs and stuff. Black people play sports. What do white people do besides rape, pillar, and plunder? I mean, nothing. Nothing. Really, Brian, come on.
That was the good point, Horn.
All right, there's that. Man, there was somebody. Wasn't somebody going
to call in and yell about people touching his hair? I feel like that's what we go out on. We go out on Curtis LaRock screaming about white people touching his hair.
Right, so we got Curtis on the line, ladies and gentlemen. Curtis LaRock. What enrages you about white people touching your hair?
Well, it's just the fact that this is basically an everyday thing for me at this point. People come to, so you've seen my hair before. It's very long. I have very long dreads, and it's just like, I am not a zoo animal. I see you looking over there trying to take pictures. I see you coming up acting like you need to be all shy, asking, oh, can I touch your hair? Like I'm gonna eat you or something. And yet you still feel the intense need to
Curtis,
pet me. Basically, Curtis, I'm not a zoo animal. I'm not a pet.
Curtis, I need you to do that again. But can you make the voice more stereotypically white? I want your most stereotypically like Richard Pryor white guy voice asking you to touch your hair.
Excuse me. Can I touch your hair, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, Curtis LaRock, thank you so much for calling.
You walk around looking like Samson and the Predator. Of course they want to touch your hair. They know the power's in the hair. You got juice in there. They like, oh, Lord Jesus. Look, his hair is shining. It's just exuding sex. And the power coming off them dreads, boy, they want to touch it. Matter of fact, when I see hair like that, I feel like getting a chariot and getting on the back and just riding that bitch. And charge into battle.
Kurt the Rock's
That's
hair
just me.
is amazing. It is amazing. But look, but don't touch. Just marvel at it. Understand that it is the crown upon his Nubian prince head, and it is not to be fussed with.
If you cut his hair, he'd die inside, and he'd probably be in his bed for like 3 weeks if his hair got cut.
All right, Justin, look, man, we are in the home stretch here. We need to go forward with a little bit of diamond time. I don't have wait, hold on. This is the closest thing I have to a monocle right now. I hope this works.
Of course, Diamond Time is where you can plug your projects right here on the show. You go to nightattack.tv/Diamond Time and plug it there. So let's go ahead and first take a look at my props and armor. This dude makes props and armor from video games, and he is not Chinbeard. He is indeed Jindrax. You can find him at JINDRAX.com. And holy shit, no, this stuff looks fucking awesome. He's got a bunch of fucking Zelda shit up there. That looks fucking super dope. Go ahead, check it out. JINDRAX.com. Moving on, we have Tomcat, ladies and germs. You all remember Tomcat. Stop the lies and realize that you need to go to Tomcat's CBC music page. I guess when they submitted this, it was Tomcat's CBC Music and CBC Radio's Searchlight competition that was voting until April 6th, which shows you how quickly these things show up on the show since it is currently July 13th. But you can still go ahead and check out all of his music. You go to bit.ly/CBCTOMCATTT. That is bit.ly/CBC/TOM.
By the way, people are telling me that Tomcat's releasing a new video this week. So if you like Tomcat, there's a new video coming up around the corner.
Hell yeah. 2 Cents Radio is our final Diamond Time. Rob, Nico, and Danny host a funny podcast with a horrible title that includes a lot of fighting and bitching and not a lot of intelligent conversation. That is 2 Cents Radio, TWOCENTSRADIO.com. 2 Cents Radio. Man, they're already up to episode 119. These motherfuckers are churning and burning, giving you all the fucking conversation you need.
Hey, by the way, if you guys want to change the way we do Diamond Time and maybe get something that's a little more up to date, then what you have to do is join the conversation over at reddit.com/r/Diamond Club or diamondclub.reddit.com. Join in. I'll tell you what, man. Here, I'm going to go to Diamond Club.
Yeah, so here's what we're going to do from here on out, right? We will do the top voted thing to plug. Just make sure you put in the headline like bracket Diamond Time, right? So it's not to be confused with other stuff. But people will go ahead and vote it up. Make sure that you get it up there. We'll take the top 1 from the Reddit, and then we will take 2 from our list that we ask people to do.
Look at the stuff that's up on the Reddit right now. Somebody put together apologizes for. Jump over to this. Look at this. So there's a robot, Reddit, that remember we talked about how we wanted a robot that would grab news headlines that just said apologizes for in it.
Oh yeah.
Threw that on there. It's freaking great, man.
Yeah, we got all sorts of picture from our Smoke Monster event that we had at Nerdtacular. It was so dope. Go ahead and check all that out. There's one, man, there's a picture of me from Smoke Monster getting my cigar lit by Mitsula that is like everything I've ever wanted in life. It's just me with my big wild-ass beard getting a gigantic cigar lit with like a shirt from a show that we do. It was like our own shirt. I had my own. It was like I was a rapper. I had my own chain, like with a fucking diamond on it, like swinging, kind of like sideways. Like there was very little like difference between me in that picture and Jay-Z and Beyonce in Cuba. Like it was startlingly similar. But the closest I will ever get to Jay-Z is that picture. It made me so happy.
That's amazing. Looks like. It looked like.
Okay, go for it. Hello, Internet. This is Matt Bittner.
Well, go ahead and play that. What is that?
I am, I guess, going viral. So here's the girl voice.
So last night I went to sleep and I knew that Ryan had taken the video, and I thought that he was just going to keep it to himself because I had explicitly asked him not to put it on the internet.
All right, real quick, you should know that this is labeled on the Diamond Club Reddit as a pitch-perfect imitation of Tay Allen. So close your eyes and decide this is Tay Allen and tell me.
But then he decided to put it on the internet, and it's fine. I'm not angry about it because now I guess...
I don't know, now it's everywhere.
Wow. Anyway, all that stuff's up at diamondclub.com.
Dude, though, that's amazing. And by the way, I have on good authority that this week we are going to get a new Tay Allen video, and it is directed by somebody who is currently on camera if he switches to himself and then winks seductively.
Man, I wonder who it is.
Directed by Brand Hughes, Gatawag. Do you have any words to say about your music video directorial debut, if it is indeed that?
It is not that. I've done other music videos in the past. If you remember, on my inaugural NSFW show episode, I spoke on that, and I didn't kill anybody for it. And it's fine. It's Tay Allen stuff. If you like Tay Allen stuff, you should watch it because it's got a lot of that in there, and there's some cool stuff. There you go.
Fuck, Brant. Jesus. All right. Ohdoctah, can you give Brant a little fucking pep talk in trying to sell his own shit? Like, can you please coach him up on like being able, he's an artist. He's forever a perfectionist. He wants everything to be something that it's not, which is why he's good at his work, but he needs to learn how to sell. Coach him up a little bit on selling this.
First of all, fake it till you make it. Second of all, if you give that humdrum attitude all the time, nobody's going to look at your shit no matter how good it is because they don't think you believe in yourself. So you need to lie about that and hype yourself up, at least when you're telling other people about it. I know you know that you're awesome and you do your job the way you're supposed to do it. But when somebody gives you the opportunity to blast to a whole bunch of people that love spending money on things on the internet, you need to promote yourself. Like this. Watch this. I'm you. Dude. Best video ever. Of course, I've done other things, but it doesn't matter about that. It's what I'm doing right now. If you want to check it out, you should check it out. I know you want to check it out. You should check it out right now. Please share it with your friends, tweet it, Facebook it, do whatever you got to do. Take it to your grandma's house, show it to her because she's going to love it. Everybody's going to love it. It's for all ages, kids, old women, white women, black women, everybody. I make the best videos known to man. If you need me, hire me. Check me out on the internet. I'm waiting for you. I've been running this whole show behind the scenes. Yeah, I mean, I'm the best looking dude on the show, but they don't show me the time. Check out my video.
Shut it down. Same idea at the same time. We both played audio buttons on that.
I mean, I'd watch it. I don't even know what you talk about, but I'd watch what I just said. Watch. You know what I mean? I'd at least have to see it. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. No, by the way, everybody who's watching the video, that was the picture I was talking about. Me getting my cigar lit. It was fucking. Look at that.
Look at that boss with that cocaine beard.
He's got his chain swinging.
That should be a rap song. Got the cocaine beard.
Holy crap, Justin! Is this our first successful post-vacation?
I got my cocaine all up in my beard. I got that cocaine beard. That cocaine beard. I got that cocaine beard. The coke's in my beard.
Got the sea Jew cross the water. I'm bringing that all white powder. You don't know about it. I got the cocaine beard. Never fear. I could make up something later. We have music.
Oh, that's.
I got that coke stubble.
But the sea Jew bringing that white powder.
That you know you in trouble. Got that cocaine beard. That cocaine beard.
Now I want to grow it. I want to grow one too. I want to be like you. How long did it take? 6 years? 8?
Brent is balling. No, you don't care how much it is.
There we go. Neshcom, you got some new tracks, bro. We're fucking laying them down. Listen, we're going to hang out with Ohdoctah in the after show. If you are a patron, that is the easiest way to get it. You get it as soon as it goes up. Otherwise, it goes up 3 days after. Let's go ahead and check out the Movie Draft Minute right now.
Yeah. You would think that because we said those words, it would be ready to go, but you'd be wrong. And you'd need Brian to freaking copy the selected link and then paste it into a computer that he's remotely accessing.
The show's over?
There, what? No, not yet.
Welcome to Movie Draft Minute presented by CosmicRadio.tv for the week of July 13th, 2014. I'm your host, Roberto Villegas. Holy crap, what an exciting day. Congratulations to Germany for winning the World Cup. And now let's get back to the thing that actually matters, the movie draft. Team Slash Films in 6th place with $200.9 million. Team God's Moneybags is in 5th place with $328.8 million. Team Night Attack is in 4th place with $409.8 million. Team DTNS is in 3rd place with $544.5 million. Team The Morning Stream is in 2nd place with $457.5 million. And in 1st place with Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, bringing in $73 million, like bringing their total to $576.3 million. It's Team M-Tracker. And that is your Movie Draft Minute for the week of July 13th, 2014.
Was that a slip up here on the tracks? Because we have number 2 at 457, which can't be right.
Wait, what happened?
Well, Morning Stream is listed as number 2 with 457.
I think he said 557 when he said it.
Yeah, I think it's 557. Dude, Amtrekker's got this thing because Amtrekker still has freaking. Hang on, let me go ahead and open this. Draft.diamondclub.tv. Yeah, dude. They're at 576 and. They still have, I believe. Oh no, I guess Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is gonna make like at least another 40 million, right?
Oh God, I mean, like with a effectively like $80 million start after like the week's grosses between the next weekend, like it's got a real shot at like possibly 200 territory. It's got legs. What else is coming out? You know?
Well. TMS is in number 2. They're only 30 million behind, but they have both Planes, Fire, and Rescue and Get On Up. Now, Get On Up is going to make like $20 in a taco, but Planes, Fire, and Rescue, I think, will make at least 80 million.
Well, listen, it's gonna be tight. And then meanwhile, this has been the summer of laughs, and DTNS, which is right in the thick of things, still has Sex Tape with Jason Segel, who's a fairly decent comic draw. They are not out of this either.
Well, are you there?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, me and you, Brian, we are relying on Ninja Turtles fever. Catch it, baby.
Yeah, dude. Ninja Turtles would have to make $200 million for us to even have a chance, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Yep. You got any gum?
It's been a bad summer for movies in general. The ticket sales are down in general, like across the board. They're having a bad summer. Movies are having a bad summer.
Yeah, no, that's a different.
This will be the first time that the winner does not outgross the previous year's winner, but it might be the first time that we have so many people that get over 500 million. I think this might be the first time that like the majority of players got over 500 million. So it was it was a well done draft.
Yes. No. In that regard, I'm actually really proud of all the players in that they've learned the name of the game, but still it sucks. It sucks that we're going to lose and get our asses handed to us.
Can't win them all, Brian. Can't win them all.
I can't.
I'm not playing certain communities that didn't go and see Think Like a Man 2.
Certain communities? I beg your pardon, sir.
Just saying.
You mean the Jews? I know.
And so like Las Vegas-based comedies.
Man. Well, what's the name? Well, you said Get On Up. I think Get On Up's going to make some money. That dude is the dude that played the guy in 42. I think old black people want to go out to the movies and go see that movie. Everybody loves James Brown. I think it's going to make a little bit of money. Not a lot of money. Not like
just to hear James Brown songs.
More than a taco.
Okay, no, nobody's going to go see this movie. First of all, the reason you could tell is because the ads that just showed before Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, where like nobody talked about how good the movie was. Everybody talked about how great James Brown was. That's a bad sign. When all you do is be like, James Brown was really great. Hey, you want to talk about our James Brown movie? Sure, I'll talk about it. James Brown was really great. How great was James Brown? He's super great.
James Brown was great. That's why people will see it. They'll get tricked to go see it. Everybody loved James Brown. You're right, though, because I said it, too. Everybody loved James Brown. Yeah, everybody loves James Brown. They're not got a lot of movies.
Dude, it's gone. It's done. It's done.
Sorry.
Doctor, where can people find you when you're not stacking chips like a chipmunk, as you so eloquently put it?
On Twitter. I'm going to find something to do myself, at Ohdoctah. You know what I mean? You can find me if I start doing something else. Maybe I try and get my own, day attack or like a mid-afternoon attack. You know what I mean? Maybe I get back on the internet and take you guys under my wing and hang out, live the dream. For the most part, dog, I was with my daughter. I'm having drinks, having some squid. You know what I mean? I'm traveling, living the dream. But I do miss the internet. I miss people. I love people shout my name in the chat room. I come in sometimes, I sneak in, I don't put my name in there. I just be watching y'all, be stalking, make sure everything's copacetic. So,
and just you did mention it before, without getting too up close and personal in your business. The health stuff resolved. Everything is good.
Yes. I am finally clear for takeoff. I was on some medications for a little bit. My doctor said I'm a normally healthy fat man. I'm happy. I don't have diabetes. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have high cholesterol. I'm just an averagely fat, sexy black man, and I'm coming back to the world.
As you always were and always will be. Go ahead and follow him at Ohdoctah on Twitter. Brian, you have anything else? You're out there vacationing, right?
Dude, I'm vacationing the fuck out of this vacation. My vacation starts at 5:40 a.m., ends around 8:20 p.m. every day because I'm vacating like hell. And when I'm not vacating, I'm making new best friends with fans turned into one-day roommates.
Yeah, it's one of those planned vacations. It's like a Club Med. Like you have a schedule on when you have to get up and you're not out there for nothing. You might as well use the best of your vacation abilities.
No. It's like what I want to do is I want to get up and take a shower and try to look. You want to look good while you're on vacation, right? So it's like you got to wake up early.
Pictures you're gonna take, right? I mean, those pictures are gonna last forever.
Yeah. So it's like
how many selfies you take in a day on vacation?
Yeah, like one a day. I mean, well, 2 or 3 a day. It seems like as I'm on vacation, I keep finding myself in 2 to 3 really interesting places. But for whatever reason, I don't feel like sharing them with the public. I usually send them to Bonnie and say, hey, look, here I am at Patty's Pub.
All right. Now, as long as you're fighting out that selfie fever, got to stay true. Don't want you like a little blonde-haired teenage white girl on the beach talking about, look at me. I saw your little mirror picture. It kind of freaked me out. But that was cool. That was cool. I let that slide. I mean, like that's like 600 Brian's. That's like 600 selfies. So you better just make sure you dial it back a little bit.
I took, oh my God, there it is.
No. I like because it's Brian taking a picture in a mirrored bathroom. So it looks like there's a million Brians, right?
Yeah.
But my favorite part was your face. Because your face, you had this very this is what happens when you're shitting next to yourself 6,000 times.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, Bonnie immediately suspected. Hold on, I apparently missed it. Oh, it changed. It changed midstream. Bonnie suspected that I did a run of photos to get this exact face. It only took one. This is my bathroom. My bathroom is the Hall of 1,000 shits.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Brian, that's why, because you're camera ready. That's what they say about selfie takers. It
looks like something out of a Doctor Who episode.
It does look like a Doctor Who episode. We took too many shits.
One last thing. So we're doing this show for the summer. Our little summer vacation is going to be on Sundays with the show. However, I'm doing my best to keep the Tuesday home fires warm. Tuesdays, I'm doing the jury podcast. It's going to be weekly throughout the summer while we're doing this stuff on Sundays. So if you're used to going on the internet and fucking around on Tuesdays and trying to give something to you, go ahead and check it out, diamondclub.tv on Tuesday.
Like, what are you talking about on that? Because I saw a tweet and I thought to myself, what kind of stuff is you really got to say on a Tuesday by itself? What you talk about over there?
It's a lot more of like current event stuff. It's a lot more of like the hot takes of the day. If you have like a fucking really boring, shitty gas bags who just fucking talk about shit like they know it, it's basically me.
Okay. I just want to make sure. So that's when you try to use your brain and look smart for people. I understand. I just wanted to make sure that's what it was.
No, it's not a lot of. It's mean. I spent fucking 30 minutes like describing Hillary Clinton's nascent campaign for president in terms of wrestling. That was basically what I did for 30 minutes.
So your typical highbrow stuff.
Exactly.
Totally understand.
Yeah. No.
Got it.
And literally the chat room erupted in a fucking heated debate about Rey Mysterio, the wrestler. It got really angry. Like, people were like yelling personal insults to each other. So if you like getting into fights about Rey Mysterio, then go ahead and do that.
That's my Ultimate Warrior impression. I'm sorry.
It was good. Brian, let's go ahead and bring this one on home. Brant, cue up the lullaby.
Yeah. Because we have to say goodbye. It's been beautiful, beautiful people. That's why it's so beautiful.
Oh no, night attack is through. Is there something that I did? Is there something I can do?
Actually, Brant, you got to bring that down.
All right. You know, they don't want to hear us. They just want to hear the music.
Oh, they do. They do. Brian, till next time. See you next time. Sunday.
See you next time. Die on a fiery Sunday.
I'm allergic to
Not on a Friday, so you arise on Sunday like Jesus.
Oh, Justin Robert Young. Every time you go, I get so sad that I wanna drink a warm glass of Drano. Night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack.